Welcome back to Footballology. So the draft has gone by. It's been a week now. I really want to let the dust settle on the NFL community, and it's kind of getting to that point. We're starting to get into that lull of the off season, and I really want to bring back my series Undrafted Gems. Now, Khalan Tolson was a guy that was on my watch list prior to the draft, and I really want to put a video out for him, but I just didn't get a chance to. And then he went undrafted, and then next thing you know, he got picked up by Carolina, and I thought that was really interesting. And I knew a lot about him. So as you can see on the screen, he's 6 foot 235. I always take an inch off when you go to look at the school website, so about 5'11, and that's what it was. When I went over to Draft Scouts, they actually had him at 5'11, 231. And I don't know if he just lost a couple of pounds going into his pro day. On here they have him at 29 reps on the bench, and then they have him doing a running a 4.5, which is not bad for his size. That's really good. And that's really kind of where the NFL is going with these linebackers. And then I went over to his Twitter account, looked, and he posted this from Illinois, and you can see he ran a 4.4 according to them. That 40 time be fluctuating, but he put up 24 on the bench, which I really found weird because that's a number that we can't doctor at all. 35 in the vert and 10 in the broad. So he can see that he's a really compact, explosive linebacker, which I thought was really, really nice. And like I said, he got picked up by Carolina, which made me think even further. Carolina is really known for these, I'm not going to say undersized linebackers because that's just kind of weird, but this is Thomas Davis Combine Report. Thomas Davis was one of the best, linebackers in Carolina history, right? Like, I feel like I can say that without being a reach. But Thomas Davis was a guy, apparently he was a free safety. I did not know that coming out of Georgia. I knew he was from Georgia. I just know he was a free safety coming out. But you can see he ran a 4.6. And then he was about the same size, about 6 foot. 230. So he was really roughly around the same time, 36 and a half. Now I'm not saying this guy's gonna be he's gonna be Thomas Davis, but what I'm saying is it doesn't surprise me that a team like Carolina picked him up. And so then another linebacker that's really starting to make his kind of carve out his way in Carolina, if he was, is Shaq Thompson. Now when Shaq Thompson was coming out of Washington, this man had 4 or 5 different positions. He was a running back, linebacker, safety. He could play everywhere. And for some reason, I thought he ran faster than a 4.6 when I looked this up. But you can see his numbers are very comparable as well. So I was like, it doesn't surprise me that a guy like Khalan Thompson got picked up by Carolina. I feel like that's kind of their mold of linebacker. Another linebacker they had last year, and I forgot to look him up, was Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick kind of played for them at a high level too. So it was like, is Hassan still there? See, I should have looked it up. But anyways, so it doesn't surprise me that this guy did something. Now, over the course of his career, he really hasn't done anything. If you go look at his stats aren't godly at all. So that's probably another reason why he probably went undrafted. A lot of people just didn't feel like he had enough production in college, which once again, we take 2020 always throw that out the window. But his freshman and sophomore year, which is crazy because on the website they have him as a junior. That's weird. Maybe he redshirted. But anyways, so as you can see, his freshman and sophomore year, I guess, yeah, and he had 2 junior years randomly, and so you basically his college production wasn't there, and I think that that's probably one of the reasons why he went undrafted. But definitely, you look at what he has from a physical standpoint or from an athletic standpoint, you can feel like he can give your roster a lot of boost, right? Like a big boost. In worst case scenario, at this point, we could take him and we can actually put him on special teams, and he can still be relevant on special teams. And I think that's really important too. So this is a guy that I just kind of wanted to put out there as far as one of my undrafted gems. Like I said, I had him on my watch list pre-draft, and I wanted to put a video out on for him then. I just didn't get a chance to do it. But I think that he actually went to the perfect position or the perfect home, going to Carolina, being that quote unquote undersized linebacker, and allowing him to kind of run freely in the middle of that defense. They got some big boys up front too, so it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully he makes the roster, because I think that if he does make the roster, he can make an impact on this roster. So we'll see what happens moving forward. Like I said, good athleticism. He can run, he can tackle. He's a compact but powerful linebacker, and I think that's something where the NFL is kind of moving towards. And it's going to be interesting to see what he does and why he's in Carolina. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you think Khalan Thompson has a chance, and especially if you're a Panthers fan and you see this video, if you think he has a chance to make the roster, really carve out a spot for himself in that roster. I kind of went over their linebackers. Their linebackers doesn't look too scary, so he might have a chance to probably, like I said, worst case scenario, be a special teamer. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if you're not a footballologist yet, I don't know what you're waiting on. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button today, become a footballologist. Stay safe, football fans.